You'll notice in speaking of the 5 criteria of the Communist Party, we do not include the question of criticism and self-criticism because it's not a criteria. It is a law that operates. And it operates, and sometimes we think of it, and that's why I think perhaps the word needs a re-examination if it causes problems, because we think of it in terms of A, being critical, say, of the leadership, and B, being critical of ourselves as the essence of criticism and self-criticism. And taking an English grammatical explanation of the word, that would make sense. But that really isn't what is meant by criticism and self-criticism as the law of development of the party, because that indeed is a subjective question over which each individual has control, and the party as a whole is simply a victim of a total number of subjective reactions. In fact, criticism is, in effect, absorbing the theory of Marxism, and self-criticism is implied in its practical application. That is to say, the extent to which we study and understand Marxist theory, translate it into practice in the political arena in our country. We are living up to the 2 elements of criticism and self-criticism. Criticism of the system on the basis of understanding it, taking it apart, explaining its workings to the working class, and putting forward an alternative program. 1. 2, through the organization of the party, applying that in practice on a day-to-day basis, checking up on the results of that, drawing the necessary conclusions from it in terms of our successes and our errors, and making the adjustments that are necessary to overcome weaknesses in the development of theory and its application. And it's that 2 sides of the process which are either lived up to, or the party and the working class itself and the people feel the results in terms of negative results, of failures. And the result of negative results and failures is the weakening of the party, the weakening of the role of the working class, and the welling up of criticism from the people, from the working class, and from the party itself, which either results in success or results in crises in the party. And in the main, the crises that affect communist parties from time to time in the course of their have to do with the operation of the law of criticism and self-criticism in the political arena, in the working class and people's movement, and in the party itself. So if we understand it from that point of view, we realize that the most indispensable element of our work is 1, the full development of theory, and 2, the successful application of tactics and organization, and along with that, the continual testing, checkup on decisions.